Fantastic. Just with two.
Busy one today.
Yeah.
Jamie, whenever you're ready, that's underway.
Good morning, Enzo. Usually I would start by asking about team news, but it's a game 6 days away, so I won't ask about that this morning. I wanted to start by asking about Nicolas Jackson and just how pleased you've been with him this season. There was a bit of criticism of him last season, but he seems to be developing.
Yeah, no, he's doing very well with us since we start. He has been open-minded in terms of we ask him and we require sometimes different things. And this, as I said, open mind, he wants to learn. And he's doing very well, not only in terms of numbers, goal and assist. He's doing well the way we want to play off the ball when we press. It's always aggressive, and we are very happy with him.
He's obviously still quite raw. He's only 23. But what do you see as his ceiling? How good can he be?
He's already good. He's already good enough for us. But like all the players, there are many things that he can do better. For sure, also, sometimes this season happened that he had 1v1 chances that he missed. That can happen. So he can improve that area. He can be a bit more brave on the ball when we need him to link with him, to play with him. But overall, there are all areas that is already improving a lot.
Enzo Fernandez was man of the match on Saturday, playing alongside Caicedo. Obviously, you've used Caicedo and Lavia together as well. Do you know what your best midfield two is?
I know perfectly that they are all good. So as I said many times, depends a little bit the game plan. We use Romeo or Moi or Enzo. In the Conference League, we use also Cesare Casadei there that is doing well. So depends a little bit on the game plan.
And I know this is a problem for all Chelsea coaches in the last few years. But how easy is it to keep them all happy, knowing you're not going to play on Saturday, Enzo will be playing, you're not going to be playing, Moises will be playing?
Yep. It's never easy. It's the bad part for all the manager when you have to leave out players. But the good thing is that they can see clearly that they are not the same 11 playing every game. We saw in the last game against Leicester, Benoit Badiashile did fantastic. He was not playing a lot in the Premier League. Enzo did fantastic. Joao Felix did fantastic. And this shows exactly the way we want to work, that we need all of them.
I suppose for a coach, the dream is that it makes them more hungry. If they're left out of the team, then they just want to prove you wrong and get into the next day.
Exactly. This is also one of the targets that they can compete with each other in the right way. So the other day Romeo was on the bench. Doesn't mean that Romeo will be on the bench the next game. The same was for Malo Gusto, the Pedro Neto that was out. The good thing is that when we give them minutes, they are ready and they get the chance.
We're 12 games into the season now. Chelsea are third. Are you in a title race?
No, I said many times, and I really like the pressure. I really like to say, yes, we are there, but we are not there. We are not there. I said Arsenal is ahead of us, City is ahead of us, Liverpool is showing that it's ahead of us. So, but the important thing is that we improve game after game, and then we see.
Do you not look at the league this season and think, however, that it's anybody's title really? Manchester City have lost 3 Premier League games in a row. Liverpool, like yourselves, are under a new manager, finding their feet. Arsenal are on the same side they were last season. It's anybody's title really.
No, yeah, the thing you have to think, as you said, that City lost 3 games in a row, but it's still second, and Arsenal is there. Liverpool, as we said, is doing fantastic, and the reason why is not, for me, it's not about the points, about the table that they are ahead of us. It's about the process, the program. 5 years together, 9 years together. Liverpool, it's a bit different. They didn't make so many changes from the past. This is the reason why. It's not about the points. It's not about the difference on the table. It's just the time together.
Do the players feel that way as well? That maybe next season, but not this season?
No, the player they have just to be focused on day by day how they work, how they improve, and then for sure we are going to win games. Thank you.
Thanks, Sam.
Enzo, nice to see you. Just in terms of the title race, I know you mentioned that you're not in it, but I guess it's always nice to be asked, and it shows how far this Chelsea team, how much they have improved in such a short space of time.
It's nice to see the team, as you said, improving. That is important. It's nice. It's good feeling. But in the same time, you have to be realistic, and you can see the difference between us and the rest in this moment. This doesn't mean that we are not going to compete. We are not going to try to win games. For sure, we are going to do that until the end. But the main focus in this moment has to be the feeling that we are improving game after game.
I know you often talk about needing to improve the defence and needing to improve the attack, but realistically, how far can this side go? How much more improvement is there to be made?
No. We can improve a lot. The other day against Leicester, we can learn from that game that in football, what is in one way now, after 1 second can change. And the first half, I think, the first half an hour, we score, they disallow a goal, we had 4 chances. And in that moment, you have to be clinical. You have to go first half 0-2, 0-3, and the game is finished. But we conceded something. The game was still 0-1, was still alive. So even in that game, you can improve things, and we're gonna try.
I know we talked a little bit about Enzo Fernandez, but if I could just ask you about his performance the other day. A goal and assist, obviously, covered a lot of ground in that match as well. The stats were really in his favour. Has anything changed slightly over the past couple of weeks, maybe even past couple of months, from his perspective? He's playing like he's got a point to prove almost.
I don't know, this probably is more a question for him, but Enzo is doing well since we start. The problem is that for some game I take different decision for the first 11, but that means that the one that they are out, they are doing bad. Even if they think that because they are on the bench, they are doing bad. But it's not like this. Enzo is doing well since we start. Then the game plan require different kind of players, and this is the reason why sometimes we go for Romeo and Moi. We can go in the future with the Romeo Enzo. We can go in the future with the Romeo Enzo and Moi. Depends a little bit of the game.
Your next Premier League game is Aston Villa. What have you made of them so far this season?
Top manager. They are doing fantastic. I know Unai from Seville, from Spain. I know how intense they are. And as I said, they are showing fantastic things, very good players. So it will be a tough game.
You mentioned the manager there. Unai had an immediate impact when he came into Aston Villa. You seem to have had an immediate impact coming in here to Chelsea. But that's not always the case with managers coming into new clubs. What is the, don't want to use the term secret, what is the secret to coming in and having an immediate impact on the club, do you think?
In my case, it's just to focus on the side pitch. I said many times that this is the one that I can control. Then all the noises around the club is not in my hands. I cannot control that. In Unai Emery, I don't know. But I can say I know people from Seville very well, that they work with him. And he's a huge worker in terms of spend times, hours, working. Work ethic, you say work ethic. And at the end, when you spend hours working, you get something.
Just finally, Enzo, I know that balancing European football and domestic football is probably one of the most difficult things to deal with for a manager. Do you think one of the best decisions that you've made this season is almost separating the two squads, allowing focus to be on European football, but then also giving yourself a chance to focus?
But we don't separate the squad. We use different players, but the squad is only one. I said, because this question, they already asked me if we have two squad. No, the squad is only one. Then I take different decision for every game, and sometimes we change 11 players from one competition to the other one. It's also a way to protect the players. Until now, is working quite well, and hopefully it can work until the end.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Ah, what a pleasure. Eh? Can we do it like this always? Oh. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.